You know, almost 500 names and
492.
Yes, almost 500.
Yes.
That is huge, a huge number. Is the security agency or agencies, are they going to help in looking at some of the characters of these people? Because when we have people coming together like this, we have to know the pedigree, we have to know what they stand for. Because at the end of it all, what Marco has just highlighted, we might come in there, we'll see some people pushing for a certain agenda that is not nationalistic in outlook.
Well, we have said that the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable. That is the only so-called no-go area which was mentioned when we released the modalities. Other than that, there is no no-go area. The conference is free to discuss any issue except the breakup of Nigeria. Because we are not going there to see how Nigeria will break up. We are going there to see how we can have a better Nigeria, a better structured Nigeria, a Nigeria where everybody will have an equal sense of belonging, where there will be greater justice and equity. This is why we are going there. So, and then again, we have left the selection of delegates in the hands of the stakeholders.
Who are the stakeholders? That's what we're coming to.
For instance, if you talk of labor, the stakeholders are the labor unions. The labor unions can decide who are those who represent labor. They decide. If we give them, I think we give labor 24 delegates, 12 for NLC, 12 for TUC.
Why one for
NBA?
We are coming to that. We are coming to that. So you are who are the stakeholder groups. I'm saying the stakeholder groups are either the professional bodies or the associations that these people are representing. So those are the stakeholder groups. In the case of the NBA, we give professional bodies one to every professional body. So it's not just the NBA. There's the National Bar, the Nigerian Bar Association, there's the Nigerian Medical Association, there's the Nigerian Society of Engineers, there's the Chartered Institute of Bankers, and so on and so forth. You can keep counting there. I think there are about 13 professional bodies that are there. Each of them is given one delegate.
But the NUJ has two.
No, the NUJ is under a different category.
I don't even know how to categorize that.
Let me ask one question before you go to the next one. You said, why do we have one delegate?
Because when you use the word professional bodies, even though I know they categorize them separately in a way here, because I have the list with me here, but the NUJ has two. Even though the NUJ doesn't fall within the category where they wrote professional bodies, the NUJ is also a professional body.
Well, that is true. But under that category, I guess, are you faulting us for giving two to you journalists?
No, they'll be slighted. We're talking about equity now. If the NBA is having one, the NUJ and Guild of Editors, which is also a...
Well, in that case, I don't see why people are putting all the emphasis on NBA. That's what. Let me first of all clear that. Why are they singling out the NBA out of these 13 professional associations?
No, they complain. Not that the people single them out.
Well, all the complaint I hear is about NBA. Are they superior to the other professional groups? Is the NBA a superior professional body to all the other professions?
No, but it's not about superiority, because from what they've said, I mean, we know the importance of law. You talked about how lawyers said that, look, unless our laws are amended, look, certain things may not go right.
Yeah, but we know the importance of law. But this conference is not about law. This is not a lawyers' conference. It's not a legal conference.
Yes, but
this conference is about politics.
But then it has to be according to the laws.
No, wait. That is where we are wrong.
No, my point is this.
We abandon too much to lawyers, and that's where we go wrong.
The point the question I'm trying to put across is that if, as you said, I mean, you had lawyers who spoke to you saying, look, unless our constitution is amended, we cannot subject the outcome to referendum. And then you also
said so.
Yeah, as you told us.
Some people don't agree with those kinds of law. So you will always get a lawyer to support your political viewpoint. That is what you don't understand. There are two opposing political viewpoints. Each political viewpoint has its own lawyers backing it. So lawyers, no matter what political viewpoint you hold, you will get lawyers to back you.
Yeah, but if the president had at the time told the clerics that the outcome will be sent to the National Assembly, that was his thinking.
That was not a decree.
That was his thinking.
That was his thinking at that time.
Yes, but
then based on our report, he changed his mind.
Okay, because it's an advisory
our committee is advisory. So based on our advice, he changed his mind.
Now, do you also see a situation, because, you know, one of the reasons why you couldn't decide on, you know, the best way to go about it were some of the legalities also involved, and also
some of the legalities being raised by the opponent, by those who didn't want referendum.
Okay.
See, those who wanted referendum also raised their own legal lawyers to support referendum.
Yes.
So that's what I'm telling you. You have to, you don't have to depend on lawyers all the time. Lawyers will support whatever you want them to support.
Senator, my question is, how do you think that it will eventually, I mean, imagine that this group, I mean, this conference comes up with, you know, say, let's go to a referendum. Do you think that opposition, I mean, that opposition to a referendum or the legality against it will go away?
But that's why I say this is not a conference of legalities. First of all, it's a political conference. People will take political decisions. We must get the priorities right and the sequence. The conference is about taking political decisions. And those taking these decisions must reflect the Nigerian nation. They are there as Nigerians to take political decisions. When they have taken their political decisions, it is after that you then refer those decisions to a body of lawyers to go and draft. But if you want a new constitution, they can go and draft it for you. Whatever you want them to do with it, you can mandate them as lawyers to do it for you. That is the second stage. But in taking those decisions, it is not a lawyer's decision. It's a people's decision, the people of Nigeria.
Well, I see that you have youth taken care of in this composition here. The Nigeria Youth Organizations, you say one per geopolitical zone, and the National Youth Council of Nigeria, again, one per geopolitical zone. The NANS, that's the student body, one per geopolitical zone. But the other one we don't understand is outstanding youth and role models.
I'm sure you will agree with me that no matter how much, no matter what you think of the youth, there have been some outstanding youths who can indeed serve as role models to other youths. And the government, but through the activities of the youth, must be aware of some of this. And that's why we leave that particular choice, the choice of those 6, to the president. In fact, that is the only category of nomination that the president makes. The president has only 2 categories of nominations to make. The 37 elder statesmen and these 6 outstanding youths. 43. That is all.
So the others, such bodies...
Some people have been criticizing that the president is choosing majority of the delegates. I don't know where they get that from. 43 out of 492 is that majority.
That's why you're here, to enlighten people more on that.
We had the James press conference, and which I was present, and the secretary of my committee was present, was held last week Thursday. The following day, the newspapers carried the reports of the press conference. The nation carried a subtitle, President to nominate majority of the delegates. That was the nation. Go and look at the nation on Friday, you will see it there. People just, because of politics, they tell lies. The thing is there in black and white. The categories of delegates the president will nominate, the amount of 43 delegates out of 492 is that majority by, according to the nation's calculation.
Did you read the body of the story?
I read the body of the story. The body of the story was accurate, but it just wanted to mislead people. You know, many Nigerians have no patience to read the body of the story. It's what is at the top they will read.